All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey guys, happy Saturday. It's Saturday. What's going on? I know, but every day Saturday right now for a lot of people, if you're not working, if you're working from home, if you're stuck at home, um, I'm very grateful to be that I do work from home anyway. So for me, it's a little bit the same, but everything's changed for a lot of us right now because we're in a different times. We're in different times. That's probably the easiest way to put it. We're in different times, right? So we actually did the Huna prayer earlier, guys. When I was we did the Huna prayer when I was on earlier, just mentioning that I was going to be live tonight at 9. What we're going to do, I think my mom told me that the Pope asked everyone to pray at 9 o'clock p.m. I don't know if that's Eastern time because time is different all around the world. So who knows what time that applied to? But I'm coming on now at 9 o'clock, so we're gonna do something similar to that. Um, we've been doing this Huna prayer for everyone to kind of get the reason we're doing the Huna prayer is to have a shared focus, something to sort of for everyone. It's a shared manifestation of abundance, of love, of healing, all of the things we talk about in the Huna prayer. But the reason we're doing it is just so that we can at least, as a group that I share here on Ray of Light Tarot, have a shared energy of good things, abundance and hope and healing and strength. That's the things we can share. I shared a video with you guys, which was a letter from the virus. And the thing is, that video could be taken the wrong way, I felt, because certainly, nobody wants to think of something that kills people as a blessing or as something that had to happen. But you know what? It really comes down to when you understand taking a larger or a bird's eye view of things. That's part of life. That's part of this experience is death, and it's going to happen to all of us. And so instead of being so sensitive to that, what we need to be looking at are the lessons to learn from everything, right? From everything. And there were some things in that video that I thought were particularly I thought they were particularly poignant. And hey, K2, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. There were some things in that video that I thought were particularly poignant, and I'm gonna read some of them to you guys. Let me get my glasses on here. I'm gonna read some of them to you guys just for us to get. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Nice to see you. Hey, Joni, nice to see you. The list is open. I don't think anyone's on the list right now. So if you want to get on the list to be receive a personal reading, show are you, by the way? You mean how am I? I'm good, Norman. Thank you. If you want to get on the list to get a personal reading, then you're welcome to. Melanie, I just responded to you. The PayPal is you can use my brother's PayPal if you're just sending it from internationally. I use the Cash App though mainly, but that's fine if you want to get on the list that way. I responded to you in the last on a comment somewhere, and I listed it for you. So let me read. I'm going to read this letter from it says a letter from the virus. So I shared it in the yeah, or you can do super chat. That's fine too, Norman. Absolutely. Um, I'm holding up. I'm holding up. I've been the good news for me is I'm really getting caught up on personal readings. I have one more personal reading to do and then two like follow-ups, like a part two of a personal reading, and then I'm caught up. Like I haven't felt this caught up in probably 6 months. So it's kind of like a scary feeling. Like what am I going to do if I don't have a personal reading to do? If I don't, then I'm not supposed to, though. That means I'm supposed to do something else. I have really, I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna give myself some propers right here for a minute. I've changed. I thought this time last year, my channel was growing and I was in a different place, and I thought I was in a good place. But we continue to grow, guys. And I was so not good at dealing. I relapsed a couple times, and I was so not good at dealing with trauma and fear. Right? Yeah, $20 for a reading. And so just recently I've become really adjusted to just trusting in the moment, trusting, and thank God, perfect timing, because look at what we're all dealing with right now. It's you really need to be a person who is able to trust in the moment. And if you're not, those people who aren't used to it, who are just awakening because of what's happening, they need all of us who are a little bit ahead of the game and have been doing this thing a while to really have compassion for them, understand what they're going through, and be patient with them. The only people I don't have patience with, and I'll admit it, I'm here to raise my hand and say, yes, I lost my temper yesterday with someone. And I mean, I really almost, almost told them about themselves up one side and down the other. I held back. I did hold myself back, but I did lose my temper a little bit. I got really sarcastic with somebody in a in person, but it was because they were just, I feel like this is a time when people should be going out of their way to be compassionate, going out of their way to be helpful, and this person was doing just the opposite. They were being very self-centered, selfish, and getting pleasure in being rude to people, and it really rubbed me the wrong way, and I reacted. I was reactive, and I haven't been very reactive lately, so I kind of got mad at myself after the fact. But we're all growing, we're all learning. But one of the lessons I have learned is to really trust in the moment, and that what you're going through is what you're supposed to be going through. If that's what you're going through, then you're supposed to be going through it. So I'm going to read this letter from the virus. If you didn't see the video, I'm going to read this letter. This is the video I shared. It sort of just has like pictures of the earth and things that are going on. And this is a letter from the virus to humans on planet Earth. And this is what it says. Okay, guys, try to sort of, when you listen to this, just sort of clear your mind and just hear what this is about. It's about change being forced. It's a tower moment is what it is. Okay, this is a letter from the virus. Stop. Just stop. Don't move. It's not a request. It's an obligation. I'm here to help you. This supersonic mountain has covered the rails. No trains, no schools, no shopping centers or public meetings. We've broken this crazy tornado of illusions and obligations that were stopping us from turning our eyes toward the sky. Look at the stars. Listen to the sound of the sea. Listen to the birds chirping. Go roll on the meadows. Cut an apple from a tree. Smile at an animal in the forest. Breathe by the mountain and listen to your own voice. We are forced to pause this time. We cannot replace God. We have a common obligation, like we always did. You just forgot about it. We are pausing the ominous transmission of divisions and distractions to make this announcement. We are not doing well, none of us. We are suffering. Last year, the fires put the earth's lungs in flames, but it did not stop you. Neither did the reality of the melting ice caps, nor the realization that you, humans, are the only culprits of the sixth mass extinction. You failed to hear me out. Too busy climbing the stairs trying to reach the maximum of your own comforts. It's time to hear me out. I will be howling from now on until I am heard. Are you going to listen? That's just part of the letter I copied down because I think some of those words were very poignant. I don't feel God is angry. I feel God is urgently reaching out to us because it's just like in the tarot in the Fool's Journey. That Tower card only happens when you resist the changes that you know in your heart you need to make. And if you look, I was mentioning this earlier, it's for your higher good and my higher good. And yes, this is going to be a controversial thing to say, but it's the truth, and the truth shouldn't be controversial. Even death, the death of loved ones, is sometimes a necessary thing. We're all going to die, guys. This planet was not built to house what it's currently housing. That's not what it was for. And that's where we're at. Things are changing, things are shifting. The earth is reclaiming something, and I'm not sure exactly what it's reclaiming because I'm not an ascended master. I don't understand everything that's going on, but in my meditation, I have had moments where I absolutely access the Akashic records, and I know when I hear the truth. That's one thing I can say. At age 42 in human created time and space and reality, I know when I hear the truth, and that's the truth. That's the truth. That's why I don't listen to politics. I was talking about this earlier. Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, they're all liars. They're all liars, including Donald Trump. They're all liars. And the thing about all of that is, I know when I hear lies too. So you get on there and listen to this stuff, and it's like, it doesn't matter who's saying what. They have an agenda, and they may have some good. When something's 75% truth and 25% lies, to me, it's lies. It's just lies. And I was we've all, I think a lot of us have all been part of the problem, living the lie. Like, oh, well, I'm doing 20% good in my life, but the other 80%, everybody else does this, so I'm going to do it too. Well, I don't feel that's going to stand anymore. I don't think that's going to wash. That's not going to wash for me. I'm not going to keep quiet and not make changes. My carbon footprint is pretty minuscule. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. My carbon footprint is pretty small compared to some others, and certainly compared to some major corporations. However, there are changes that I need to make within my own body and within my own environment to do better, because I know better now. I can do better. So I'm going to make it even smaller, and I'm going to encourage other people to do the same. The way the way nature is responding to humans receding and not being out, burning fossil fuels and doing a lot of the things they were doing, the response by nature has been immediate, guys. China, in Beijing, they were able to see the sky after a couple weeks of doing this social distancing. They were able to see the smog went away. I mean, come on, guys. This is so clear. Like I was saying, this is so clear. It's not even a maybe thing. It's time for us, if we appreciate whatever, even if we don't understand what we're doing here. Look, I spent half my life, and that's if I'm lucky to live to like age 80. I spent till I was about 40 doing a bunch of bullshit with my life. Okay. So even if I live to be 80, half of my life will have been spent BSing around. I'm not here preaching. I'm just telling you the lessons I've learned. It's time to start showing some appreciation, and maybe by showing some appreciation and a little care and concern, maybe then you will figure out why you're here. You don't find your purpose unless you start living a little bit of what you believe. And the first thing to do, it is a reset. Well, the thing is, not only can it be a reset if we pay attention, it's gonna be I think we're past that. It's gonna be a reset one way or the other. Yeah, guys, I'll talk about, just let me finish saying this and we'll talk about the list. Hang on one second. It's gonna be a reset one way or the other. That's what I'm pretty clear on. It's gonna be a reset. The question is, are you gonna participate with it or not? And I think we're at a point where what's going on is we've kind of, in life you have options, and then there are times when your options run pretty low. You run out of options. Yeah, in Italy, we're seeing very similar things. In Venice, right? Planet Earth is able to breathe again. And how sad is that? What's causing planet Earth to be able to breathe? Us having to be isolated and get cabin fever. Guys, human beings are a natural part of this Earth too. We don't have to make the Earth rejoice when we go into hiding. The Earth shouldn't have to rejoice only when we all go into hiding. That shouldn't be what makes Gaia happy. It's so wrong, and it's so sad. That's just as sad to me as the people that are dying. Because it's a revelation about what we've all been whether intentionally or unintentionally, aware or not aware, we've all been doing this to this planet. We've all been taking part in this system. And it's time to make some changes. And I'm not leading any revolt. I don't know what the changes are, but it's time to make some. Not when people say when things go back to normal. I remember last week when people would say when things go back to normal, I remember thinking, well, I hope things go back to normal. Now when people say when things go back to normal, I cringe a little bit. I don't want things to go back to normal. I don't want to go back to the way we were before. I don't want to do that. I don't want our world to continue going in that direction. And this is a great chance to stop going in that direction. It's a great wake-up call if we will only listen. So just hold space. The Pope asked everyone to pray at 9 o'clock. I agree. Let's all pray. We've been praying here for 4 days now. We're doing a 30-day Huna prayer, but let's all really pray and hold space for the healing of the planet, the healing of all of us, physically as well, but also spiritual healing, the healing of our loved ones and the mistakes we make and making things right with people, not going down this path of silliness and childishness and pettiness and war. How can people talk about peace in the world and countries getting along when they can't even get along with the people in their own family? Answer me that. What's your answer? You can't be against a war if you can't even find peace in your own families. And I'm not preaching. This is all of us, guys. This is all of us, okay? I'm talking about me too. This is a fact. We have to this is a reality check, and it's a painful one. It's a painful one, but it's real and we all need to be aware of it, okay? All right, it's 15 minutes and I'm going to stop. I promised myself that I knew I needed to get some of this stuff off my chest, but I promised myself I would not go beyond 15 minutes, and I've gone 15 minutes and 22 seconds. So I'm stopping now. Let's get to the readings. Okay, thank you for listening. 15 minutes and that's it. Okay, so I know I've got Melanie on the list. And then who else? Who I haven't received, I don't think I've gotten anything from Cash App. Hold on. Guys, when you hear me, go ahead and refresh your screen. Make sure that you're one of us. You need to vent. I definitely do, and I am. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Tanya. Are you Tanya? Tanya, if that's you that ordered the reading, you're the last person I have a personal reading left to do for. So you should have yours by tomorrow. Thanks for being patient. Um, okay. Oh, Stephanie, I just received a Cash App from Stephanie, and I've got Melanie on the list. Melanie, hold on, hold on. Who sent PayPal's? What do we have? People in Europe? Beautiful, Michelle. Thank you for that. Okay, Katrine. So I've got Melanie, Stephanie, Katrine. Melanie's in Bermuda. Nice. Okay, so I have 3 people on the list. And yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't say that. Well, I do say that to upset people. I do say it to upset people. I want people to get motivated to change. Major change doesn't happen without motivation. You know, it doesn't happen without motivation. Take it from a recovering drug addict. Motivation to change is the only thing that does it. That's probably why I had to have a twin soul, because nothing was gonna hit me over the head hard enough to make me change. And I've had to go into separations from that person over and over because things have to hit me over the head to make me change. But I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for anything that doesn't kill me, but that allows me to grow stronger and better and to see things more clearly and to become a better version of myself and someone that I can live with and wake up in the morning and go, okay, you didn't do anything too bad yesterday that makes you not want to keep going on until tomorrow. That's if whatever it takes, I'm with that. So, okay, no, not Stephanie, Melanie. Yeah, that which does not kill us. I like it, Joni. I like it. All right. So I'm going to use the... What happened to Chad? Wait. What happened to Chad? I haven't talked to Chad in a couple days. What happened to Chad? I have not been on YouTube that much, actually. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, guys. I thought I had the COVID, the creepy COVID. Uh-oh. Is he okay? Don't be telling me about almost. We have enough real did happens to be worrying about almost. Go ahead, Melanie. What's your question? Well, I'm glad he's okay. Yeah, I've almost gotten in a lot of accidents. I feel him. I understand. That used to be my daily life. A wing and a prayer. I'll check on him tonight. Yeah, I'm going to use the Morgan Greer deck. I don't know. I just really love this deck in my hands. Something about it right now. So I'm feeling very hopeful, very forward-looking. I'm getting it. Now you know better. Now I know better, Joni. Now I know better. I know better and I do better. Okay, I have a friend. He is a Gemini. We had a real connection. He said he was single. Found out he might have a girl. Yeah, Geminis. I love y'all, Geminis. Geminis are my people, but man, deal with Geminis. Just at your own caution. And this is not being mean. I mean, look it up, dude. Okay. K2's getting a lot of good vibes in here. You always should. This is a good place to be, K2. You should always get good vibes in here. We're all about the love, y'all. Hey, Nora, nice to see you. Oh, I've got to do the, Nora, you want a free reading. All of my people who, oh, that's another thing, real quick, before we get your reading started, Melanie. All of my people, who, I'm sorry, Julene. All of my people, hey, I'm a Gemini ascendant, I know. So people are probably like, well, because your ascendant sign is what you show to people. So people are really like, well, wouldn't that be you, Jason? Little player. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not a Geminis aren't players. They're not players. What it is they literally get excited about everything. And so they may be really gung ho and excited about one thing one day, and then the next day, nah, not so much. And I feel that energy. I'm like that. So I get it. But I'm just saying, you know, be buyer beware if you're dealing with a Gemini. They're Romeos. Oh yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. Melanie wants to know about her Gemini. Yeah, we need to. All of my people who won free readings, we're gonna get those done. I think this week because I'm in the basically caught up phase. And I mean, if people order readings, of course I'll be working those in too. But probably I'll get some booked this week. Pisces are dreamer lovers. Show me Melanie's situation, please, in a nutshell. Thank you. There's a lot of resistance in this person, really. I mean, this is not someone who wants to be in a committed relationship, I don't think. And if they do have a girlfriend, they probably would want you to be like a side chick or something, Melanie. And I don't think that's really what you're signing up to do. At least that's the feeling I get about it. Did I not just have a card fly? There it is. I hate them. Yeah, this person's got some issues. If you ever feel drawn, you're welcome. Welcome to do what? No, I know you're not, Melanie. I know, girl. I know, girl. I know you're not. What I'm saying is, well, it's not even, yeah, trust, of course. I think that's going to be a common theme. But this Four of Pentacles, to me, this feels like, this feels to me, you know, the thing about the Four of Pentacles, it's not always like sometimes it's like needing to let go of things from the past. This for your Gemini is someone whose hands are full. So your little Gemini's got their hands full. And Gemini, that's a Gemini ascendant here. We do have a tendency to like to have our hands full. Because you like to have options, things to choose from, and things that excite you. Like that airy energy likes to be sort of poked, right? You like things that bring you into the air and make you feel excited and good. I mean, that's a Gemini trait. And I am like that. I mean, that's definitely something I enjoy. And this person has at least four little pentacles that are all shiny and new and fun. So if he's already got four pentacles sitting on his lap, well, three on his lap and one on his head, and if he's already got three pentacles on his lap to choose from, you're not even one of those. This person has trouble keeping those three pentacles juggled and entertained, okay? You're going to not get a lot of, you're not going to like what this person does. You're going to have a lot of fun in moments of clarity and in moments of truth and moments of connection with this person, but that's going to be the extent of the fulfillment you're going to get. There is something going on here. I think that there may be a sea change for this person where there may be a willingness to put more work in because you've got the Eight of Rods or Wands here, then you've got the Star, Major Arcana, the Star, Aquarius energy, and then the Eight of Pentacles. So that's a change. That's someone going from a place of hands full, like can't really do much for you right now, to this transformation happening and they're wanting to put the work into something. So I'm getting the sense that you may have struck a nerve with this person, and that's a good thing. If you struck a nerve with this person, that's what you wanted to do. A Gemini who is connected in their heart space is going to be a beautiful partner. Okay, if you're meant to be with them, if you're meant to be their partner, if they're heart connected, you definitely did strike something because this person has the Seven of Rods as their overall energy. They're really trying to resist that, whatever it is that you, whatever nerve you plucked at, they're really trying to resist letting you know and letting you have that victory. This person's growing though. It's a slow growth. They're a little bit delayed or a little bit blocked off, but they're growing into that King of Swords energy. It's right here. But it's in reverse, so they're not ready to show you a lot emotionally. If that's what you need, I would not expect it from this person anytime soon. But yeah, you're going to have a change coming. This feels like it's going to be over. Sometimes I've learned to understand the feeling. It took me a long time because people used to always ask me for time frames and I couldn't give them. It took me a long time to recognize that little fine feeling where there's a time frame in there. And this is a time frame. There's an eight month period going on, or it could be not 8 months. It could be about August, but there is something between now and August. So for you, it's a transformation happening to you and it's leading you to wish fulfillment. I don't think that's about this person. It's mostly about your spiritual path, your growth, and what you're being called to do. And it's good stuff. So don't let anyone distract you from that. Hold on. Don't let anyone or anything distract you from that, okay? I think you're on the way to good things. And this person is also transforming. You're mirroring each other in that way. Doesn't mean you're twin souls. That's a different type of thing. This does mean, though, that a lot of people mirror each other during strong connections. It doesn't need to be labeled. It's just a fact. And so there is a lot of mirroring happening. So you're going through a transformation as a result of this connection, and so is the other person. Now what's happening is, yeah, book one this week because it won't take long to do it at all. So now what's happening is, what I would say is between now and August, you two are going to go through a major transformation separately. Together, you're both going through it, but it's happening separately. So the best thing you can do, and here I go, broken record Jason, the best thing you can do is get this connection out of your focus, out of your mind, out of your whole consciousness. You got to stop thinking about it. Because all you do when you focus on a connection like that is block the manifestation of what's even spirit is trying to do or what's meant to happen. Because it's just like when you want to manifest something, what's the first thing you do to manifest it? You imagine feeling what it's going to have it, and then you let it go. You got to forget about it. If you're focusing on something, anybody here that's sitting here focusing on a connection, don't expect that connection to go where you want it to go. You're killing it. You're ruining it. It's like putting ketchup on a steak. Why are you ruining it? Don't do that. I know you love them, so stop thinking about them too much. You're going to kill it. Trust me. Trust me. I mean, addicts know about obsession, right? Like we know about that stuff. We know about obsessing about something and picking it apart mentally. I'm a Virgo too. Oh my God, Virgos are so detail oriented. If you don't put the right comma in the right place, I should be an English teacher grading your chats. Sometimes if someone doesn't punctuate their chat right, I want to tell them. That's how Virgo I am, okay? I'm just telling you, your best bet is to let this transformation take hold and let it go. If you need to book a reading, we'll go through whatever you need to get done, and then no readings after that. Like you get one reading from me and then no more, because I can tell you're someone who shouldn't be getting too many readings. You need to get it figured out and then let it go. Yeah, it's going to be even harder for you being a Virgo moon, because that means you're someone who's in the details, but you try to be secretive about it. You don't want people to know how obsessive you are. That's no good, Melanie. You got to be honest about stuff so you can release it. Got to be real with that. Because if you hide it, it's going to become a thing. It's like that saying in recovery programs, you're only as sick as your secrets. There's truth in that. You're only as sick as your secrets. So if I come on here and tell you all my problems and my secrets, then I'm not sick anymore. I'm all good. It's a trick. There's a method to that madness. Okay, thanks, Melanie. Stephanie, you are next. What's up, Stephanie? How's your quarantine going? And what's your question? Where is my vape, y'all? Here it is in my pocket. That's where. We got 28 people here. 27. Yeah, what you want to do is download Cash App. It's free to download and it takes like 2 minutes. And when you get Cash App, you send there it is. Thank you, Joni. Read what Joan said. And when that comes through, I put you on my list. Okay, Melanie, I'll message you on Monday. I'm not going to be messaging people until Monday, but we'll get you set up on Monday. I'm going to take tomorrow and kind of just give it it's going to be like my rest day. I've got one more reading that I've got to do tonight. Then tomorrow I'm going to take a rest day, and then Monday I have two finished ones to send out, and then we're good. You're welcome. What are you guys doing? Somebody tell me what's going on in your life. Like, I feel like I'm getting kind of cabin fevered here. Nora. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mammy. I got it. I got it. Where is Stephanie P? Stephanie P, where you at, girl? Where is Stephanie P? Okay, so I don't know if Stephanie P is here or not, or if she is, she may be on a delay. She may be a little bit behind. Oh, there she is. Hi there, Libra here. Quarantine is rough. I'm a nurse. So long. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for doing what you do. Working a lot. I hear you, Julene. For all of you that have to leave the house and be out in the public, thank you for whatever you're doing and stay safe. Don't hoard anything. I'm not hoarding anything except I'm just like lazy and I don't like to clean, but I'm not hoarding products, like Mikase, Sukasa, if you need it, I give it. Let's none of us use this. Let's all use this as a chance to be better, to be compassionate and not to be holding on to things. We're going to make the recession, not only the health-wise stuff, but the recession will be worse, the financial recession, if we all close off and don't keep the money flowing in and out. We just got to keep doing things and keep going places and keep living, right? That's how you pull out of a recession. Or we could go to war, which I really don't like that option. War will do it too. But let's not let that be the next thing. Okay, let's see what's coming in for Stephanie tonight. All right, thank you, Melanie. Yeah, guys, this is a good time to book personals. Like I said, I'm almost totally caught up, so there won't be, because people were waiting like a week, 2 weeks, even like recently, and now it's not that. It's not going to be that because I'm caught up. So if you're home and I'm home, let's book a reading. Live readings are like a day wait at most, 2 days. Recorded is maybe 3 or 4 max. Yeah, Melanie's gotten I've read for you before, Melanie, I believe, haven't I? A couple times in the past. I remember your name. It seems like I have. Like when I first started, it seems like I read for you a couple times. Okay. Stephanie just wants to know what messages. Yeah, I remember, because I used to remember names a lot better when I was just starting out. But I was doing like 10 readings a day back then. It's crazy. I can't do that many readings in a day now. That's why it takes me longer. I've learned to really respect the energy more and just slow it down. Joan. What message do you have for Stephanie at this time? What is most important for her now? So, you're on the verge of some really amazing things happening in your life. It's really important that you seek and find balance. I agree, Melanie. That's what 99% of my clients have that attitude. But once in a while, 1%, you get somebody who really is just getting reading because there's somebody who wants information and they don't really have a spiritual perspective. So they don't really have that attitude about divine timing. And so they can get a little huffy if you take too long. But most people believe in divine timing and they're very patient. They'd rather have a really connected reading than a rushed reading. So here's the thing. Anyway, here's the thing. Stephanie, the Six of Pentacles is the first card that comes out for you. There's a real need for you to take an opportunity, sort of take a breather right now and really focus yourself in on where your money's going. This is about balance. I mean, just looking at this card on its face, this is about balance. Okay, this is about balance and looking at where your money's going, because this person has people asking for things and they're trying to find fairness in this. So it's also, when you think a little deeper, it's about reciprocation. You're being called to cut out the BS. Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck too. She's a no BS kind of queen. It's like whatever is not, anything that's not reciprocal or fair in your life, you got to go. It's got to go. If you've been giving to someone and they're not appreciating it or they're not giving back what you deserve, kick them to the curb, because they'll probably kick you to the curb anyway, because people like that are like that. People like that are self-centered and very low vibing when it comes to their own needs as opposed to others. So this is a need to be a person who really expects and demands balance and reciprocation in all your affairs. Now, you've got the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of love in your future. There's a lot of building. This could even be like the big time relationship coming in. I don't know. With the Ace of Cups is one thing. That's a new beginning offered by Spirit to you as a gift, right? That's what that is. But then with the Three of Pentacles here, this is telling me that there's someone coming in or someone that's already in your life that you're moving toward building on it. Like it's a love that is worth building upon. There's a solid foundation here. This person's wanting to come in and offer you something and ask you to build with them. This could be, I mean, there is a lot of, well, there's a lot of water and there's a lot of earth. So it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those 6 signs could all be majors in there, okay? And you know what? Look what K2 just said. How beautiful that work paid off. That's exactly right. Because you need to understand, Stephanie, the reason this is able to come in is when you do this. Because this is the first card that came up. So you're being really called to do this. Whatever this card, it's more about what does this card say to you? Look at this card. There's a path. There's this pathway and there's balance on either side, okay? This is about, and this is blood, that red, that color red, that can be cardinal, like sexual, it can be love, it can be a lot of things, but it's also about things that cut to the core. And this is about watching where your, yeah, it's not, it shouldn't be too hard to use. I'm $ Ray of Light Tarot. If you can't use it, that's fine, we'll just keep going. That's definitely want to figure out Cash App. It's really one of the easiest apps out there. Most people prefer it to Venmo. So with this, Stephanie, what I would say is if this feels like you need to maybe cut certain, like, if you have like, I don't know, when it comes to like, this is really practical stuff, but when it comes to like automatic debits to your account, things that just maybe like if you're not paying attention to things that like Apple.com, Apple was taking things out of my bank account and I never noticed it until I started really paying attention because it was only like 19.99 here, 24 something here, and I didn't know what it was for. When I finally added it up, it was a few $100s a month coming out. I just didn't even realize it because I wasn't, I didn't notice it until I started really looking at it. And that's what this feels like to me. There's a drain either on your bank account, if we're talking in a literal way, or on your spirit, like spiritually, your energy is being drained if we're talking metaphysically, because it applies, I feel like it applies both ways. You need to be aware of this and be aware of what it's doing to your energy, okay? Because they all reflect each other, right? You're not going to be someone who is in a real healthy place and not one of those things affecting and reflecting the other. Okay, so just know that, okay? Just know that that's how it works. Hi, Kimberly, nice to see you. I really feel good about this. I feel, Stephanie, like you're on the verge of something really good. It feels like it's not going to be easy, right? So it's not going to be easy to get there, but once you get there, ooh, it's going to be nice. It's going to feel good, okay? So put the work in right now, be willing, and know that you're kind of being called to do that right now. You're being called to look at things, go through things with a fine-tooth comb, sort of that Virgo energy of sort of perfection or in the details, and that's going to lead to some good things in the future that have to do more with love, I think. Katrine is next. Thank you, Stephanie. Katrine and then Nora. Yeah, if you guys are having a problem with any Cash App or anything, that's fine. I really don't want to be on too long tonight. So it's no big deal. We'll play some games real quick too. Sweet ride. Bentley, what are you doing? Bentley's trying to dig a hole in the carpet. Oh, all natural Rebecca is here. My vibes just got this much higher. The boy is so good. In separation with my twin flame and don't know what to do. I write him every week because I have dreams about him all the time. Ooh, Katrine. Those dreams are for you, not for him. Remember that, okay? I know it seems very much natural when you have a twin soul, because I am on a twin soul journey as well, and I'm in separation as well. And my twin soul was helping me teach a class to twin souls this time last year. Like we understand this thing, right? What I'm telling you is, if you're in separation from somebody, you're supposed to be, and if you're having dreams, they're for you, not for them. And if you're wanting to communicate with them and you think you're being spiritually told to communicate with them, but you're in separation, you're not listening to the truth. You're listening to your own desires. And I know that doesn't feel good to hear things like that. And you're probably going to get a little mad at me, but I don't care because I want to help you, because it's important that you do this right, because you have an impact on the rest of the world by being a twin soul. You're one of very few people, if you really are one. And it's important that you start to really respect what this is and how it's about you and not about another person. You have this spiritual thing because you came from the same place and source. Like you guys came from that same little spark. You split, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's why you resonate with each other. You have so much in common. You have so many areas where you're either exactly alike or polar opposites. All those weird things, right? But if you're in separation, it's because the emotion overwhelmed one person, and whatever came up that needed to come up for healing, it happened, right? And one of the things you need to look out for is if you have resistance to the idea that you're not twin souls. Like if I said to you, you may not be twin souls, and you said, yes, we are for sure. That's also resistance, because usually that's coming from a fear-based place. You've got to become very okay with the idea of never seeing this person again, never having this person in your life, and understanding that that's not likely, but you got to get okay with that. It feels very counterintuitive in the beginning, but it's about learning where your real connection lies and what it's about, and getting on your mission and your path, okay? I'm okay with it, but he's in my dreams. Cool, that's cool. That's probably to help you get through this time and get used to it for a little while, that he's in your dreams. It's actually trying to ease you through the first parts of separation, or because sometimes separation can go on for months, sometimes it goes on for years. It doesn't have to go on for that long, guys, but it depends on how you respond to it. I would definitely, if I were you, unless you're the one running from this person, I would not be reaching out to them. If they're running from you, I would definitely not be reaching out to them. Let's see what we get from the cards. It's definitely hard, especially in the beginning, Melanie. The first time it was hard for me. The first time was really hard. The second time, I just had to grieve it a little bit, but the lessons came through for me pretty quick because I was aware. There's always one person really, I mean, yes, it does go both ways, but usually there's one person running and one person chasing at a time. And sometimes that totally flips. Usually the runner becomes the chaser eventually. You're gonna be having a new beginning here. Look at this, Ace of Cups. You've got a new beginning coming, Katrine. It's coming. New beginning. There's a lot going on. Again, this is a time period card for me tonight. There's a lot going on for you between now and the month of August. So the spring and the summer is going to be lit. But remember, look at what's going on in the world right now. It's so much a lesson for people to see, like, what's important to you, who's important to you. And it doesn't require you to do anything or tell them anything. If someone's a twin soul, you don't need to reach out to them. They know. In your heart, they know you care, and it's beautiful. It doesn't require anything physical to happen. Nothing needs to change. And those kind of relationships are about really learning to trust in source, learning to trust in the connection, and trust that when it's time, source will bring you two together. It's like that song, Jesus Take the Wheel. Get your damn hands off the wheel. If you're riding this person, that means you've got your hands on the wheel. Spirit's going to do this for you. Look, you've got the Two of Cups here too. Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. There's going to be communication, and it's going to come out of the blue, but it's best if it comes without you interfering in it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be, this is a delicate time for you. Your energy feels like you're pretty new to this thing. So what I really want you to do is, you're going to come out of this hangman energy. You've got this in reverse, but don't try to rush that. Stagnation is not really stagnation, and when you're experiencing that now, it's really for a purpose. It's going to do you so much good, and it's about learning. You've got the Chariot here. This is a major arcana. It's in reverse, so that forward movement is going to happen, but there's lessons. When you go into separation with someone, it's for a reason and to learn something, especially if it's someone you love dearly, that you know loves you dearly. That if you call each other if there was ever a time in your lives where you both called each other a twin soul, obviously that's a pretty strong and special connection. So sometimes the disconnection happens because maybe you're not respecting yourself enough. God doesn't like us to love someone more than we love ourselves, especially a twin soul. They should be equal, not higher. And so there are worthiness issues that come up. There's a lot coming up here, but it's not going to last very long. I feel like there's so much to be done. I mean, 2020 is a special year. We're moving into the age of Aquarius really quickly. Today, in fact, today Saturn moved into the sign of Aquarius, the first planet. So it's happening, right? It's all happening. And there's not really a lot of time to waste. So what should that tell you? That doesn't tell you, oh my God, I've got to do something. No, just the opposite. If there's not time to waste, you need to trust in spirit all the more and stop trying to do anything. Just trust in divine timing. Trust that this connection didn't come into your life because of anything you did anyway. It doesn't work like that. You didn't do it. Your higher self did, and spirit did it. So if it went away, it's going to come back the same way when you focus on your own alignment, your own centeredness. That's all you have to do. You're getting it, but if you want this to work out the way it's supposed to, all you have to do is put them out of your mind. Focus on you. What makes you the best you can be, and what aligns you with your purpose and your path. If you're not sure what it is, find things that resonate with you, things that make your heart feel similar to the feeling you two have when you're hanging out together and adventuring life together. It's a very similar feeling. So you're on the cusp of it, but the Chariot's reversed for a reason. And a lot of times when I see this card reversed, it's about shadow work. The white horse and the black horse, that's like the yin and yang. And your shadow work is what you're doing when you're in separation from your twin. Shadow work sucks. Okay, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. It sucks. It's painful. It's grief. It sucks. But hope is everything. Hope is really everything. So hold on to hope. The dreams could be him calling you to reach out to him, but if he is the one who's running, then he needs to, you don't, obviously that's not what you need to be doing, right? You can reach out to him in the 5D, but this is going to work itself out anyway. I think that probably I think you guys are still at an early state, and don't get upset if you go through more separations in the future. Learn to understand why they're happening and what they mean, okay? A lot of us, in the first time we go into separation from a twin soul, when we come back into union or something, we think, okay, that's over. It's not. Twin souls can do that, but a lot of twin souls go through many separations before they reach the point where they're on the same page fulfilling a purpose. So just be aware of that, okay? And it's okay. The more you're okay with it, and the more you just do the work and learn about yourself, because it's really about you. I promise. I know it doesn't feel that way because right now your heart's all amazed by this connection you didn't think existed, but it is really about you. It really is. So trust in that, okay? Nora, what's your question, dear? Christina, I just got your Cash App. Are you there, Christina? So I'm doing Nora, and then Christina will do next, okay? Good luck, Katrine. Yeah, we all feel for you, Katrine. We have all been there. Like, you're going to be fine. Just keep the faith. And the big thing to remember is all the things that we worry about in relationships. The good thing about this, if you feel sure, because only you know, if you feel sure this is a twin soul connection, the best thing about that is all the things you would normally worry about in a normal relationship, you don't need to worry about. If it's a twin soul, you don't need to worry about all those things because there's no comparison and there's no replacement of you or him or her in that other. There's nothing else that would compare or take that place, so it's all good. You know what I mean? And that should give you a little bit of peace of mind and sort of having faith, right? Yep, that's divine timing. And this, if you two are meant to come into union, which there's some good cup signs there, that will happen at the exact right time too, and it'll be when you least expect it, okay? New job. Nora, okay. You know, I don't think it's that, Nora, because when I read the first part about a new job, I felt very good. And then some of the stuff you were saying about the feeling, I think it's just we're all in a place right now that's kind of weird where we're not sure what to, we're questioning a lot of things. And I don't think it's about the job, but let's see. Because that part felt really good, okay? It felt really good. So let's see what happens. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. You do have the Three of Swords here. So this is something from the past that you're healing from. Don't let your past experiences in the workplace sort of throw you off and make you worry about things that, it's just like with anything, with relationships, with jobs, we carry our past experiences with us, right? And you don't want to carry certain prejudices, and I'm not talking about prejudice in the traditional sense, prejudices about experiences with people or bad experiences that have hurt you or scarred you. Don't carry them into this and expect the worst about when something feels a little bit off, because you've got a new beginning energy here. You've also got the High Priestess, which represents you coming into a really powerful energy. And the Ten of Pentacles is here. So I really get the sense with all of these cards that it's sort of like, I kind of feel like saying, don't get in your own way. This looks like smooth sailing, and it really feels good to me. It's also going to impact your love life to some extent. I'm not sure what this Knight of Cups is, and I don't know. Be careful about that, Nora. Be careful about that. Don't get in your way, because the High Priestess is also a symbol of you being someone who's very capable of being connected and intuitive. So those of us who are intuitive, we learn to listen to that inner voice, because that inner voice won't ever lie to you. But if you don't listen to it, you'll regret it. So it's not just that it doesn't lie to you, but it's also one of those things, if you don't listen to the inner voice, you're usually going to live to regret it. So really learn to listen to that inner voice, not so much to take action, but to just calm certain things within you. That's the way it should start, is it should have the power to calm and heal things within you that need calming and healing. This Knight of Cups is a really good and strong energy. It feels like someone is moving towards you with an offer of love, stability, and something new. And it may just be that you need to allow some newness in. The newness is leading you to the Ten of Pentacles. That's straight up abundance. Nothing can stop this but you with the High Priestess energy. This is a gift of the divine, and it can have very passionate implications and very physical implications as well. So whatever this is doing, this is affecting. Yeah, yeah. Shannon's right. Get centered, get grounded, and breathe. Really breathe through. I need to do that too more. And I've been doing it since I've been getting, in a better place, but I think you can never do that enough or too much, right? I made the best gravy tonight, you guys. Oh my God. And I made some Southern creamed peas. They were so good. So good. Southern cream peas. So we're going to do a cleanse here soon, guys. So Nora, let me just say there's something else here. It's really a time, stay connected to source, stay connected spiritually. I mean, all of us, I feel like we all just need to just really stay connected right now. It's really easy to get, here's the thing, guys. It's not one or the other. Like, it is really easy to connect spiritually right now and to really get some big answers and some big growth. It's also really easy to get discouraged and frustrated right now. It's like the two sides of the same coin. The energy is strong on both sides. It's kind of like I quote Star Wars sometimes. In one of the Star Wars trailers, the evil emperor, not the emperor, the other guy, he says, "Darkness rises and light to meet it." So it's like, if the light is coming into your life strong, don't think the darkness is going to go away. It's still going to test you. If you're on a twin soul journey, when you and your twin soul think you're at your best, that's when the darkness comes raging for you. I've experienced it. Trust me. I even helped it come in, but I did it, and you guys, it happens and it will. Like, you have to be aware of what's happening here. So that it's a time to have your defenses at their highest when you're doing well, when things are going good, and you're actually doing well. So it's not abnormal for you to start to feel a little worried, but don't get in the way of that. If you're feeling that, be aware of it and stay out of the way of it, okay? Because it's not that you're wrong, but you don't want to take part in manifesting any low vibrations in. So that's a big time, like Shannon said, that's a big time sign saying, get centered, breathe through it. Really do some intense relaxation exercise and meditations and connect to your higher powers, your guides, your ancestors. I notice during my most trying times, I can sometimes feel my ancestors gathering around me so strong that I start to get goosebumps because they overwhelm me with so much love. When I was going through some grief, man, some grief this winter. I don't know why, because it was from stuff that happened like a year ago, but it hit me hard in the winter for some reason. I think I was running from it. I was doing things to take myself out of the moment physically. And it hit me hard in the winter. And you know what? My ancestors were literally like, they were like pushing this energy of love in on me that felt so safe and comfortable and warm. It was very amazing. So there is always an opportunity to, you're never alone is what I'm saying, and there is help out there. You just have to know where to look for it, and you have to ask for it. You have to ask for help. And I did. I said out loud, I can't do this. Like, this isn't going to be good if I have to do this by myself. So remind me that I'm not by myself here, please. you know and they will do that. Your path is not less important than mine. My path is not more important than yours. If I have the capability to access help on the other sides, in other dimensions, from spirit guides, from ancestors, you have the same ability. It's there. You just have to do it. And you're being called to do that right now, because that Ten of Pentacles is in your future. It's coming into your orbit. And so what's going to come into your orbit? Some darkness is going to try to come too. You need to be protected right now, and you need to know you are protected. That awareness of keeping you in a high vibration. Good luck with that, Nora. I think the job's going to be fine. Last but not least is Christina. I think Christina, yeah, Christina Amaya. Will my Sag ever commit? Really, Shannon, it was hard. It was. For me too. Like, it was tough. I don't want to it's something I don't want to relive. And I know you can't avoid grieving something, and maybe I had to grieve this time because I knew it was very potentially going to be a longer separation, like instead of a year, maybe like years, almost a lifetime. I don't know. I felt something heavy, and it was hard to accept that. But once you come to acceptance, it's all Gucci. It's all good. It's all gravy. Okay. Will my Sag ever commit? We stopped talking and barely started talking. I've been working on myself. We separated from each other because a third party. I know he is my soulmate or twin flame. Is he still playing me? Well, your twin flame would not play you. I know that. And I don't think they're playing you, but it's probably... You're welcome, Nora. Thank you for being here. What does Christina need to know about this situation? Will this person ever commit? You've got a lot of cycles with this person coming. That broken heart's got to be healed, though. There's a broken heart energy here. I don't know if it was like a specific person that they cheated with, because there's 3 people in this orbit, this energy. There's 3. Like, not 4, not maybe 2. There's 3 people. You're, I want to say karmic soulmate, but that you said your twin, I think. Oh, you said soulmate twin. Yeah, I'm thinking karmic soulmate. If we were splitting hairs, I'm thinking this is a karmic soulmate just by the other cards. Yeah, just because of what I'm seeing. And the only major I have here is Justice upright. This feels like it's an energy for you, and it's good, okay? But look at this. There's some broken heart energy that has to heal. Someone is leaving this connection, and that's important. I think it's a third party that's leaving this connection. We have the 8 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, and then Death behind that. Death is in reverse. So the ending is going to come when this other person leaves. You're either going to get this person wanting to commit, or what it looks like, which is not necessarily that they're wanting to commit, but they're realizing something else, or you're realizing something else. You've got the 10 of Rods or Wands, which is some burdensome pressure ending. The 5 of Swords, there's a little bit of ego energy here that's surrounding this Justice. And you've also got the 4 of Cups. Look, I'm not going to lie. These are not good cards, as you know, Christine. These are none of the... Well, I don't know if you know that, but in tarot, these are not great cards, especially all together for a relationship, okay? Except for this one. Justice is here. So, yes, this person, if they were playing you, because, like I said, well, if they're a twin, they wouldn't play... Well, I don't think they're a twin, but I think there might be some playing going on here, or someone just not really appreciating something. I think you're not being appreciated. You will be appreciated, but you may already be gone, and you may have to be gone in order to get that appreciation. Some people don't really appreciate us until we are pieced out or even dead. Some people don't appreciate you until you're literally dead and gone. It's sad, but it's true. And this person will appreciate you, though. Just know that. I think that's really... I get that energy here from the Justice card. And I think Justice is going to be something you're going to get the gift of. but I don't feel like they're changing their ways a lot. That's what I have to say. I don't get a lot of this. I don't think that, I'm just going to say it. I don't think this is a relationship that you're going to get fulfillment in. I don't think this is a relationship that's ever going to give you what you truly want. I hate when I have to say that, but it's the truth, and I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't see that here. Something's coming to an end. Either the relationship is coming to a final end, or the playing, if it is the playing that's coming to an end, because that is possible, right? That's possible. There's going to be still resistance. This person's ending up with the Four of Cups. That says that they're going to realize how this was a soulmate connection and they could have really been happy with you when it's too late. They don't realize it until you really remove your energy all the way. And it's like we were talking about, when you remove your energy all the way, then someone's like, oh, why did I let this person go? They would have grown with me. Because we get hurt by people, sometimes we can't come back from that. No matter how great they are. Some people, the ego's too big, I don't know. This is tough. I feel like I said, there's 3 people in this connection. So I don't know if they're seeing someone else or you are, but there's 3 people. There's not 2 people. This is a strong 3-party connection. So in that, there's usually, if it is a twin soul, then there's a karmic. Usually 3-party connections are usually 3 karmics. And you're all getting different lessons from them, but it's hard to say. I mean, it can go either way. I don't feel like this person is in your destined path for the long term. There are a lot of cycles though, so I don't know. Here's the thing. How long have you been in each other's lives? Because I saw like a candle, like going in like a cyclical. So that told me there were a lot of cycles to this. So if it hasn't been that, oh, okay, 2 years. Yeah, that's a few cycles. Well, you have an option here, Christina. Wise up. Yeah, going on 3. I don't think you're going to get what you truly want from this. And I'm sorry to say that, because I know when you put time into something and love, you don't want to hear that. But I'm not going to tell you something that's not in the cards here. So what I would say is, if you don't want to repeat the same cycle over and over again, like you've already done for 3 years, you know what to do. It's up to you. This person is not going to go away, like, unless you... This is someone you can keep in your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you want to keep them? Because you can keep them in your life, but I don't know that you're going to get what you want by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the cycles keep going and going and going. The candle goes around and around and around. So, I don't know. So, I'm actually wrapping it up for the night, valuable Virgo. Christina was my last person, but I'll be back. We do Sunday nights every week. I don't usually do Saturday nights, but I was off last night. So we do a Sunday night live every week. So I'll be on tomorrow night at 9 if you would like to join us. And it's a $20 love offering to the Cash App listed in the description of this video. Yeah, hugs to you, Christina. Good luck, sweetie. I'm sorry for the not so great news. Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you for your love, for your support. Thank you for putting up with my ranting the first 15 minutes of this video. And thank you for keeping the high vibes. I love you guys. I hope you are all hanging in there. Hey, yeah, you're late, Melissa. We're just ending this thing. Thank you guys. And I'll be back. Join us tomorrow night. We're going to hang out together for a little while. I'll do a few more readings. I'm not going to do any games tonight, but I promise I'll start out with some games tomorrow. So if you want to win a free reading, before you book a reading tomorrow, let's just see who wins some free ones, okay? That's what we're going to start out with tomorrow night at 9. All right? I'll see you guys soon.